to the first musical show of 2024. With you today are the Guinea Pigs. From 2006 they've been performing together. They come from across the river in Manchester to sing for you today. Here is Sandy Johnson and Dan Thompson. Enjoy.
The way I always do. How was I to know she was with the Russians too? I was gambling in Havana. I took a little risk. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Dad, get me out of this. Hey! I'm an innocent bystander, but somehow I got stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yes, I'm down on my luck. 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 I was hiding in Honduras. I'm a desperate man. Send lawyers, guns, and money. The crap has hit the fan. Hey! Send lawyers, guns, and money. Oh yeah. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Oh yeah. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Hey everybody, we're the Guinea Pigs. And Dan Thompson on guitar, Sandy Johnson on vocals. And this next song is one of our originals. It's called Little Pictures. Life is made up of little scenes, time and places, long lost faces, things remembered, things forgot, some cherished, some not. These things are little pictures that make up our life. When you get together in good times and strife. In the woods with a friend of mine, who in an instant became more. A look, a kiss, a memory. That's when you became a part of me. These things are little pictures that make up our life. When you get together in good times and strife. See the girl in a swimming pool. Look at me, Daddy, I'm a big girl now. From a distance I hear a sound. Daddy's calling, can't stop falling. These scenes are little pictures that make up our life. When you get together in good times and strife, what would you do to get them back again? What would you do to be a part of them? Little pictures, what would you do to be a part of them? Woo! Little picture. All right, want to try something by Patsy Cline?
Patsy Cline.
Let's do that. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday you leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? Ooh, oh, crazy for thinking that my love would hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love would hold you. I'm crazy for crying and crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Dan and I have written a lot of songs together, and sometimes people make fun of one-hit wonders. We would love to have a one-hit wonder, and this song is that. It's a one-hit wonder from Nancy Sinatra. You keep saying you've got something for me, something you call love. Oh, but confess, you've been messing where you shouldn't be a messin', and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep lying when you ought to be true then, and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying blaming when you ought to be a changing. Whoa, what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches, and what he knows, you ain't had time to learn. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. You ready, Boots? Start walking! Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? When Dan and I met, we found out one of our, we had a mutual favorite musician. All right, well, Dan and I found out that we both love Todd Rundgren. We've both seen him many, many times, and this is one of the songs that we learned by Todd Rundgren. And just as a little aside, Dan and I started in 2007 as a duo. We added a bass player, we added a drummer, and then we had another drummer, and then the pandemic happened, and now we're back to being a duo. So this song is I Saw the Light. It was late last night. I had a feeling something wasn't right. There was not another soul in sight. only you. So we walked along, though I knew that there was something wrong, 'cause I never would love no one, or so I said. 'Cause my feelings for you were just something I never knew, till you saw the light in your eyes, in your eyes. Though we had our fling, I just never would suspect a thing, till that little bell began to ring in my head. So I tried to run, I just knew it wouldn't help me none, 'cause I'm feeling the feel so strong about you. 'Cause you gazed up at me, and the answer was plain to see, 'cause you saw the light in your eyes, in your eyes.
Ba ba ba
Ba ba
ba
ba
ba
ba ba
ba ba ba ba ba ba ba.
ba ba ba
Ba ba ba ba ba ba ba ba.
'Cause I love you best. It's not something that I say in jest. 'Cause you're different, girl, from all the rest. In my eyes, and I ran out before, but I won't do it anymore. 'Cause you see the light in my eyes, in my eyes, in my eyes, in my eyes. I want to thank West Hartford Cable Access for having us here today, and this is so much fun. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along that highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the sky turns gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. Take it, Dan. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the sky turns gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere a walking. After midnight searching for me. Sometimes when we play, people ask us to learn songs, and this is Me and Julio by Paul Simon, and we learned it, and we like it, and maybe we'll remember it. Mama Pajama rolled out of bed and she went to the police station. When Papa found out, he began to shout, "Who started the investigation? It was against the law. It was against the law. What your mama saw, it was against the law." Mama looked down and spit on the ground every time a name gets mentioned. And Papa said, "Oi, when I get that boy, I'm gonna send him to the house of detention." Well, I'm on my way.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. I'm taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye, Rosie, Queen of Corona. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Well, in a couple of days they come to take me away, but the press let the story leak. And when the radical priest comes to get me released, we was all on the cover of Newsweek.
Well, I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. I'm taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye, Rosie, Queen of Corona. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Yeah.
We're our own audience. Okay, we're going to do another original. It's called The Old Way. And it's about when you want to change. People like you the old way. What do you think? When I stopped misbehaving, it looked like a brand new day. But to my surprise, you like me better the old way. Baby, when I look back to all I've left behind, all the noise and the drama, out of sight, out of mind. The old way, turning away, the old way, treat you unkind,
The old way.
kicking the dog. It's gonna be a brand new day. You want me how I was, but that girl is long gone, long gone. Think of what you're losing, and that's the end of the song. Almost. This is how I am now. Take me as I am. I'm a new woman. You gotta be a new man. The old way, turning away. The old way, treat you unkind.
The old way.
Kicking the dog. It's gonna be a brand new day. We have one more song, and it's by the Beatles. I think it's a law somewhere that you have to do a Beatles song every time you play.
Say the word and you'll be free. Say the word and be like me. Say the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. In the beginning I misunderstood, but now I've got it, the word is good. Spread the word and you'll be free. Spread the word and be like me. Spread the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. Everywhere I go, I've heard it said, in the good and the bad books that I have read. Say the word and you'll be free. Say the word and be like me. Say the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. Now that I know what I feel must be right, I'm here to show everybody the light. Give the word a chance to say that the word is just the way. It's the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. It's the word love. It's the word love. It's the word love.
We're the guinea pigs. Thank you very much.